This is The Monsters of Highgate, brought to you by PremierGuitar.com.
Hey Gearheads, welcome to another installment of The Monsters of High Gain on PremierGuitar.com. I'm Joe Coffey. This series is basically a chance for you to hear 13 different amps. There are 13 different high gain amps on the market. We're not really reviewing them as much as just giving you a walkthrough and a demo of all 13. It's a chance for you to hear what they sound like. We've got different players with different playing styles who are going to fire them up for you. Let's get right to this guy. This is the Blackstar Series One 200. It's a 200 watt amp with 4 channels. Tube-wise, we're talking about 4 ECC 83s and ECC 82. And it's got 4 KT 88s in the power section. The different channels are foot switchable. On the clean side, you can go from a warm plexi thing to a bright Class A mode. On the crunch side, you can go from crunch to super crunch. A lot of amps these days have some method of a variable power control. It's called DPR on this amp. That stands for dynamic power reduction. It can take the 200 watts down to 10% of that, and as Blackstar says, without any loss of tone or tube reliability. Check this out. This is a very different amp. Whatever you do, don't go into your local guitar shop and just crank everything on 10 and see what happens. It doesn't work that way. It's a very different amp. You'll notice something here called ISF that basically stands for infinite shape feature. On the very left side at 0, that's the sound of an American amp. Crank it to 10 on the right side, that's the sound of a British amp. So you can basically find either sound or any sound in between. You mix that with all of the other controls as well as presence and resonance, and you've got many, many, many different tones. In fact, you'll notice at your preferred guitar store, right on top, there's a quick setup guide. Using these controls, which again are very different, just dial up the different suggested settings and you can get some very different tones. One more thing to mention, it does have a master volume. All right, the cab we have here is the Blackstar S1 412A. It's loaded with Celestion V30s. On the back, you can switch from 4 to 8 to 16 ohms, and there's a double 8 stereo mode. All right, here's the back. You can see there's a 9-pin jack for the foot switch, MIDI in and out, impedance selector and speaker outs. There's an emulated output with quarter and XLR, and check this out, the effects loop has a boost. Okay, let's check it out.
Hey, this is Ty with Foot Krutch. I'm playing a Bernie Rico Jekyll guitar that's loaded with Seymour Duncan pickups. In the neck position we have an SH2N, and in the bridge we have a TB5.
This is Misha Mansoor from Periphery. I'm playing my Bernie Rico Custom 7-string. I've got a Crunch Lab in the bridge and a Liquefier in the neck by DiMarzio.
This is the Monsters of High Gain, brought to you by PremierGuitar.com.